Research shows at any given time, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men are on some sort of diet.
Up to 90% of teenagers diet regularly, and diets don't always work. Here to talk more about it is Director of Tulsa Fitness Systems, Clint Howard. Thanks so much for coming in. Gosh, that's staggering to think 90% of teenagers diet. And diets don't always work, because I've heard, Oprah used to always say it has to be a lifestyle change, right?
Exactly. A diet means just a short-term solution. So even diets that work short-term, they never work long-term. There'd just be one diet and everybody would do that. So if you're doing one type of diet where you just eat one type of food and eliminate other things, and it's not balanced, you're not going to stick with that long term. A lot of people just do a calorie restriction diet. Well, that slows your metabolism. At some point, you're going to have to eat again, so you eat too much. Now your metabolism is slower, your body fat percentage is higher because you lose muscle mass, and so it's just kind of a vicious cycle people just go through, on a diet, off a diet. It never works long term.
And you say it's all about stabilizing your blood sugar.
Exactly. That's the thing. A lot of people don't understand. Hormones are affected by when you eat food, what type of food you eat, how often. So you have to learn to stabilize your blood sugar, really for long-term long-term results. And what that is, there's 3 things. It's meal timing or meal frequency. You want to eat like every 3 to 4 hours. That's going to help keep blood sugar stable. You're never going to be starving, so you're just eating throughout the day, so it keeps your metabolism elevated all day long.
Kind of goes back to like when you're a baby.
Yeah, exactly. That's the exact same thing.
You're on a schedule.
It's like you're eating throughout the day. And so, and along with that, also, eating smaller portions. Again, you're not going to be starving when you do eat. So meal size is a big thing. You eat too much, your body can only metabolize so much food at one time. What it doesn't metabolize, and it's going to store away as fat. And then within that, too, the third thing is the ratios. A lot of people think, don't eat fat, or a lot of people eat just carbs by themselves. If you eat protein and fat with a carbohydrate, it's going to act as a buffer. So when your insulin spikes, it's going to not spike as much because it actually slows down the blood sugar through your bloodstream, so it's more stable. You don't get those crashes and then the cravings, and so it keeps everything nice and stable throughout the day.
I would imagine doing this requires you to be organized, have a plan. What about your grocery bill? Will it cost you more?
Not too much. I mean, you're not really eating more, you're just eating more often. And so that's what we try to teach people. I mean, definitely processed foods are bad, so you want to eat more whole foods. So, it is, unfortunately, it is a little bit more expensive to eat healthy. We get a lot of questions on supplementation. So a lot of people do shakes and bars throughout the day to kind of fill in the voids throughout the day. But it takes a little more time and preparation when every 3 or 4 hours you have to eat something. But,
if
that's
you're
just
on the go, away from home for, 12 hours or more, and you don't want to hit the drive-thru, you've got to have baggies of food, like snacks.
Yeah, carry snacks, nuts and string cheese, beef jerky, fruit, things like that. But again, that's where bars and shakes come in real handy as well. So.
Real quick, tell us about the 90-Day Revolution Challenge.
Yeah, we're kicking off a 90-day challenge. We're going to get more into the nutrition. That was just a real quick. We're going to actually have meal plans. So it's a lot of nutrition coaching, teach people how to eat. There's also an exercise component. If people want to exercise, we include that. Nutrition releases the fat, exercise burns it off. So we're kicking off a challenge. We're going to do before and after assessments. We're going to have prizes, $500 cash, an iPad, lots of prizes. And so we're trying to get a lot of people, interested and teach people how to eat long term and really get people to understand, the importance of blood sugar stabilization.
And the nutrition part is free. You're offering seminars free.
We're going to do a seminar next Wednesday, and then we're going to do a couple more, and all that information is on our blog as well. So
great.
Very cool.
Thanks so much, Clint, for coming in.
The Tulsa Fitness Systems 90-Day Revolution Challenge starts August 1st. For more information or to sign up, go to fox23.com. Click on the Fox box, search for the keywords Tulsa Fitness Systems.